The legend of Mount Apo. They say Mount Apo doesn't just stand over Mindanao, it watches. They call it Apo Sandawa, the grandfather of mountains, rising above Mindanao like a silent sentinel. Its peak disappears into a crown of shifting clouds. Travelers see only a mountain, but the tribes beneath it know better. Before we go on, please like and subscribe. To the Bagobo, Manobo, and Ada, Mount Apo is alive. It listens, it remembers, and sometimes when balance is broken, it awakens. The signs came quietly at first. Birds stopped singing in the mornings. Rivers grew strangely warm. Even the dogs in the village of Kadayawan refused to leave their huts, growling at something unseen. But for Leia, a young herbal gatherer who often climbed Apo's lower slopes, these were only stories. She loved the mountain, the cold breeze, the towering pines, the silence, until the silence changed. One afternoon, as she climbed to collect roots, the wind suddenly died. Every leaf froze in place. Even the insects stopped buzzing. Then she felt it beneath her feet. A low vibration, steady, rhythmic, alive. Thump, 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 like a heartbeat. Leia knelt and pressed her palm to the soil. The ground pulsed again. Slow, powerful, deliberate. Her breath caught. Her grandmother's warnings rushed back. When the mountain's heart begins to beat, Apo Sandawa is waking. Leia fled home, sprinting down the path. When she reached the village, Elder Datu Lunkatan was already waiting outside his hut, eyes clouded with worry. "You felt it," he said, not as a question. Leia nodded. "The mountain trembles like something alive." The elder's face grew pale. Long ago, Apo Sandawa walked as a warrior chief. When he died, his spirit rose with such strength that the mountain itself became his body. He sleeps deep within the earth. But when men forget the old rules, he looked toward the towering peak. He stirs. That night, the villagers gathered at the council fire. Sparks rose into the dark like frightened stars. "We must climb to the sacred ridge," Datu Lunkatan declared. "We must offer tribute. If we do nothing, the valleys may drown in fire and ash." Many feared the journey, but Leia stepped forward. "I'll go," she said softly. "The mountain showed me its warning. I must answer." One by one, others agreed, and before dawn, they began their ascent. The air grew colder as they climbed. Mist drifted between the trees like wandering spirits. Every few steps, the earth shivered beneath their feet, soft but steady, like breathing. Hour after hour, the tremors continued. Thump, thump. It felt as if a giant slept beneath the soil, turning in uneasy dreams. Near dusk, they reached the sacred ridge, a clearing where ancient stones formed a half-circle facing the peak of Apo Sandawa. Here, the elders once communed with the mountain spirit, but it had been generations since the last offering. The moment they stepped into the clearing, the ground quivered, stronger than before. Leia held her breath. Something was coming. A crack exploded across the ridge as steam burst from the earth. The villagers stumbled back as glowing mist poured upward, swirling and twisting into a colossal shape. Slowly, like a mountain rising from another mountain, a giant form took shape within the mist. A warrior's body made of light and smoke, a face carved from fire, eyes glowing like molten gold. Apo Sandawa, the spirit of the mountain, had awakened. His voice rolled across the forest like thunder. "Why have you forgotten?" The villagers fell to their knees. Even the trees bent as if bowing. "You have taken from the land," the spirit roared, "without giving back. You wound the forests, you poison the rivers, and still, you expect the mountain to sleep." Leia forced herself to stand. "We meant no disrespect," she said, her voice shaking. "Teach us how to make it right." The spirit turned his blazing eyes upon her. "You are brave," he said, voice softer but still powerful. "So listen well." The giant spread his hand, and the wind howled through the clearing. "Honor the forests, guard the rivers, respect the land that feeds you." Pause. "For when the mountain wakes fully, even the sky will tremble." The ground shook so violently that Leia grabbed a tree for balance. The mist swirled faster around the spirit's form. Then, slowly, Apo Sandawa began to fade, sinking back into the earth. The tremors quieted. The air stilled. The heartbeat of the mountain softened until it disappeared completely. Apo Sandawa had returned to his slumber. Leia looked up at the towering peak, still ancient, watching. The elders approached her, bowing their heads. "You spoke for us?" Datu Lunketon said. And the mountain listened. From that day forward, the villagers returned to the old ways. They replanted trees after harvest. They purified the streams. They offered thanks before taking anything from the land. Because they knew the truth now. Mount Apo is not just the highest mountain in the Philippines. It is a living guardian, and it hears every step taken upon its slopes.